So I'm gonna ladies. So I want you guys to all go in a dream world with me, okay?
Oh boy.
All right, I'm gonna explain this. Let's say that there's a candy store, okay? And in this candy store, there's two lines. There's a male line and a female line. Everyone wants to get into this candy store. It's lit in there. The women can get in at 18 years old. No fee. They just get in. The men, however, can only get in when they're 35, have $100,000 saved up, and been going to the gym consistently for 5 years. So you go in the candy store at 18 years old, and you start to figure out what kind of candy you like. You figure out Tootsie Rolls are disgusting. Starbursts are pretty good. You like the pink flavor, not the yellow flavor. Gushers are okay. Some of you guys like chocolate and only stay in the chocolate aisle. You know who you are. And you just do what you got to do, right? So after you've been in the candy store for a while, you start to figure out what aisles you like and which aisles you don't like, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You start to figure out what candies you like, which ones you don't like. You have a preference, right?
Yeah.
So 17 years later, next thing you know, a bunch of dudes walk in there. Actually, some dudes, the guys that worked really hard and earned their money and were able to get in the gym, etc. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to go fucking crazy. They're going to be eating all the candy you threw out, the Tootsie Rolls, whatever. They're eating that shit 17 years later. They're going wild, swinging on the rafters. And on top of that, all the other guys are looking at them in the candy store, say, yo, yeah, you fucking go. Eat as much candy as you want. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Woo! And they're cheering them on. But only a couple guys got in. Most of the other guys couldn't get in. So then you look at that guy and you say, yo, the fuck is wrong with you? Take it easy. Why are you eating so much goddamn candy? Then he looks you dead in the face and says, you don't have to bust your ass to get into this store, so obviously you don't get it. That is why men go crazy when they can finally have sex with a lot of girls, because we have to bust their asses to get into this candy store. You guys get in for free. So how can you tell a man how many pieces of candy he can eat?
But y'all don't get tired of that? Like, niggas be doing the same thing until they old as hell. Like, you still fiending for coochie. You like 80 years old.
Right. Again, like for men, it's very difficult to get that ability and that access. So guys are always going to want other girls. Like I said before, it's easy for you because
but it's easy for niggas too.
No, it's not, bro.
Really?
I just explained it to you. 17 years.
It's not good pussy.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not easy for them to get good pussy.
Hold on, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why don't we stop? But guess what? Let's flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you always want money? Just date a bum. No.
First of all, no, I have my own business. I don't need money from
just
nigga,
date a regular dude. Don't worry about guy has money. How about that?
No, I can answer that because for one,
I've
that's
dated
gonna
regular
take you
dudes
through.
and I've made my own money.
Yeah.
Like,
But we don't ever ask girls, why do you want what you want? We just say, hey, you know what? Girls want this. So we adapt to it.
The problem is this. Men accept what women want. Women cannot accept what men want.
Never.
I just told you.
Yeah,
men have to bust their ass to get in this candy store. You can't tell someone who busted their ass to get in the candy store, why are you eating so much candy when you got it for free? And that's the problem. Women try to tell guys, excuse me, girls try to tell guys how they should eat candy when you guys never earned your ability to enter the store.
But some guys have it easier than the girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
you're
some
naturally
guys really
tall.
just-
You're naturally
Hold on.
many?
Hey, please tell me, who said that? Who said the men have it easier?
Yeah.
Both.
I said some guys have
Explain,
it
how
easier.
do they have it easier?
Like if you're like naturally tall, like
Yeah,
naturally
you got
handsome, like you got the jawline, like you're TikTok just
Light
for being.
skin.
Like,
Okay, are you
know,
aware of the fact that even the most attractive men still don't get as many messages as average-looking women in their studies that show this?
He just said it.
No.
I just smile.
No, but here's the thing. She doesn't know that. A lot of girls will see an attractive guy and think he's fucking a bunch of girls. The reality is a lot of the times they're not.
No. And girls don't really care about attractive. Past that, like past the first glance, it's not really attractive. What you really want is charisma. You want a guy who's funny. You want a guy with personality.
Yeah.
That's more important for you. I was just asking my girl this the other day. I'm like, how much? Because people are saying, like, I don't want to take any advice from Sneako because he's tall and he's good looking and stuff like that. I'm like, how much of it you think is the good looks and how much you think of it as charisma? And she said 90% charisma. I think it doesn't go past that. You've probably met a lot of like tall guys with a good face or jawline, whatever. And those TikTok boys you're talking about, are they really attractive or you think they're just goofy out there dancing on TikTok, stuff like that? You look down at them. You don't want to be with a guy like that. You want to be with a guy who could provide you security.
She's missing a big point. That guy on TikTok has status.
But what he only has status for is for his looks, though.
Exactly.
No, but it doesn't matter. He still has status. If he was a nobody and he was good looking, he wouldn't be able to have the same power. Status is one of the biggest.
Nobodies who are equally, like, you know, relevant in their own like space.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like it has to do with the person.
Hold on. Repeat that again. That made zero sense.
Like, for instance, you look like you could have 0 followers, but still have the status within your own community. Just based upon
but
how
that
you
means
look.
it's within your own community. That
Yeah,
means
you
don't
have
the
a
status of
localized
famous-
marketplace. Like you
Right.
have localized value. But again, women respond very favorably to status. And like I said before, even if a guy is good looking, he's still not going to have it as easy as an average looking girl. And there are studies that show this. The best looking men that are chads in the top 1 or 2% can't compete with an average looking woman. And they've shown this with messages on dating apps. The best guys don't get as many messages as average looking girls.
At all.
Not even close.
All right, but I feel like
Merch.
the average looking girls get people coming to them, but the niggas who know they're fine, they be the ones chasing people.
That's
yeah,
the
that's
point.
true.
All right, what do you mean? That's the
No,
point.
but girls
Yeah,
need
that's
that
the point.
too.
The man still has to pursue.
Right.
That proves my point even further.
And average
but
looking
does the
girls
woman
don't.
pursue?
Right.
No,
Does the average woman pursue?
no,
No.
No,
That's
that's
the point.
not true because girls be thirsty as fuck. For
Right.
like, okay,
But they're
a
not
girl-
average.
a
They're
girl
ugly.
see
They're
you
ugly.
with a
Ugly.
nigga, and then all of a sudden they'll start to want the nigga.
Here's the thing.
And then
You
a
guys
bunch
will
of
call
other
it
girls.
pursue, but the reality is when girls say, I pursue, like you looked at him in the club and you expected him to come up to you or whatever. Like girls don't spit real game.
Yeah.
They'll say they made a move, but they
No.
really didn't.
Yes, they do.
Well, give me an
Bro.
example of a girl spitting game.
Like, okay, for example, my ex-boyfriend, he's real childish. He like posting how like girls be trying to fuck him and stuff like that. And he posts like a bunch of stuff of girls being thirsty as hell in his
Saying
DMs,
what?
trying to fuck. Sexual shit, sending him nudes, like all of
Yeah,
that.
and they do.
And they be
do.
thirsty as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
on his
but
dick.
you didn't see maybe he was messaging them first and he built attraction over a period of
He
time.
posts a bunch of videos of him. Like he comes out to
Get the
Miami
fuck
all the
outta here. That's
time.
not true.
never see
Guy never
that
did get
They
nudes
front
fresh
like
out of the
that.
blue. You have to work.
You have to
towards
work to get
nudes.
that, man.
That's
But
cap.
I am saying, it's some girls that ass be thirsty, don't like just be like fiending.
That's what you think because you saw his story. But can you give me an example? of a
No,
girl?
but I go through niggas' phones.
Yeah,
like-
we know you do. You're a stalker. But
Red
give me an
flag.
example of a girl spitting game in real life. The way that we run down on girls.
Girls sliding niggas DMs. with
Girls
our
in real
eyes.
life, in
Yes,
real
in
life.
their
Girls
own
walk
DMs,
up
sliding
close,
niggas
I swear to God.
DMs.
Give me an
Girl-
example. What does it look like?
Okay, a girl, for example, like
You
on South
cute?
Beach or something. Yeah, welcome to you. Find this out. What's
Right,
your Instagram? You got a
yes.
bitch. I don't care if you got a bitch. I want you. Straight like
Yes,
that. And
they
if
do
niggas,
that.
and
They
niggas
do.
be weak as hell and they go for it.
Never.
Do they have blue
The
hair?
reality is, here's the thing, man. You could say that, but that's an exception. That's a gross exception. Most women are not going to approach most guys.
Yeah.
That's a
Really?
specific type
That's
of
a
girl that I
minority
hear
of
right
women
now.
that approach men. Like very few women do that. Most girls don't have the ego to go ahead and approach a guy. They think I'm pretty. They need to come to me. What the fuck? So
Yeah.
going back to what you were saying, the girls get approached. Average girls get approached. That's confirms what I'm saying. The guy still has to pursue, even if he's attractive. He still has to pursue. Like, and the guys that get DMs first by girls, not often. Those are guys that typically are higher status, got a blue check, maybe they're a celebrity of some kind. We're talking about 0.00001% of the male population. So exceptions don't make the rule. You have some, Cat?
I've shot my
What's
shot
up
with
with
niggas who
So
are
you have some-
verified.
I forgot.
Let me just
All
say.
right, so
I have a
we'll take
question.
a quick commercial break with some chats. 'cause
Quick
they've been
commercial
up for a
break.
bit.
Okay, I'll read these real quick, and then Sneako, if you had something, or if the ladies had some.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yvette Simonis goes, this is the official rating for tonight's episode. Sandy, who sent? Sandy's right here, right?
Me.
Okay, he gives you a 3. Nina a 1. Who booked Nina? Reprimand that person. Alexis a 7.
Jesus Christ.
Maria a 6. Kathy a 10. Luda a 6. Rena a 2. Sydney a 4. Adele a 6. And Stephanie an 8.
Who's
Thank you
Kathy?
so much
You're
for
Kathy?
giving the names. That makes it a lot
Yes,
easier.
thank you.
Catherine.
Yeah, but nobody asked you.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. You probably look ugly as
That
fuck.
part.
Suck my dick.
Nobody asked you.
Wait, zoom in on his face real quick. You can see his face. in the
Wait, you
profile
said what?
picture.
Suck my dick?
Yeah.
my dick.
Straight like that. Don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's the type of
Oh,
girls
wait,
right
that's
there.
him?
That's it.
Big oldie.
I
Big
bet you-
oldie.
Like Ronaldinho.
Big oldie.
I have a question for you.
Okay,
If,
go ahead.
if a guy walked up to you and said, lick my pussy, what would you think?
I'm gonna start laughing.
Okay, so
Lick
how
my
do you think you
pussy.
sound when you say suck my dick?
They probably laughing.
Okay.
I don't care though.